Hello everyone. In continuation of our lecture series of the drama Macbeth, and as you all know that we are discussing or we are analyzing the text of the drama Macbeth, and so far we have analyzed 4 scenes of act first of this drama, and now we come to scene 5th. To remind you all the major action that took place in scene 4th, that when King Duncan met Macbeth and Banquo, who came victoriously from the battle, and this made King Duncan overjoyed, and he announced that his elder son Malcolm would be the successor of the throne, and from now he would be the prince of Cumberland also. And to honor Macbeth, he also declared that he would spend a night in the castle of Macbeth to honor him. So this is the major action that took place in scene 4th, and now we come to scene 5th, and I am sharing the text of scene 5th. Yes, so as you can see on the screen, this is scene 5th, and it is Inverness Macbeth's castle. So the scene is set inside the castle of Macbeth. Enter Lady Macbeth reading a letter. So now we are introduced to one more new character, and this is Lady Macbeth. She is the wife of Macbeth, and she is reading a letter which she received from Macbeth. Lady Macbeth. So she reads the letter. They met me in the day of success. So this is the first line of that letter, and it says that they met me in the day of success. They here refer to the 3 witches. They met me in the day of success. So Macbeth wrote in that letter that the witches met me on the day of victory, and I have learned by the perfectest report they have more in them than mortal knowledge. And he writes that I have learned from a reliable source that they know more than human beings. When I burn in desire to question them further, they made themselves air, into which they vanished. So when I wanted to put further questions to get more information, they melted or disappeared into air, and thus they vanished. Whilst I stood rapt in the wonder of it, came missives from the king, and at that juncture, when I stood in amazement, messengers from King Duncan came, who all held me Thane of Cawdor, and they all treated me with the same title, Thane of Cawdor, by which title before these weird sisters saluted me. And the witches had also greeted me with the same title. So in this way, this was their prediction about me, that I would be Thane of Cawdor, and that prediction came true, and referred me to the coming on of time with hell king that shall be. And they also made one more prophecy, and that is they all greeted me as king hereafter. This have I thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness, that thou mightest not lose the dues of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness is promised thee. So, Macbeth is writing that, my dear partner of greatness, I thought it better to convey this news to you, so that you may not miss the joy if you had been ignorant of the greatness that has been predicted for me. Lay into thy heart and farewell. So, Macbeth urges to Lady Macbeth to think about this incident, and he bade farewell. So, now Lady Macbeth is saying something. Glamis thou art and cawder, and shalt be what thou art promised. So, Lady Macbeth is thinking that you are already the Thane of Glamis and Thane of Cawdor, and as the three witches promised you, you shall soon be the king. Yet do I fear thy nature. And he also says that, yet I doubt your nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness. And why Lady Macbeth has the doubt about Macbeth's nature, and she says that because you are full of milk of human kindness, means your heart is filled with kindness. To catch the nearest way, thou wouldst be great, art not without ambition. And she says that it will not let you catch the crown by the shortest route. And we all know that what is the shortest route? It is by murdering King Duncan. Art not without ambition, but without the illness should attend it. What thou wouldest highly, that wouldest thou holily. So, she is thinking that you only cherish a desire to become great, and you are not without an ambition for it, but you will like to achieve it in a holy way, and which is not possible. That if you want to become the king of Scotland very soon, then you have to take a short way, and the short way is to murder King Duncan. But I suspect your nature, because I know you, that you are filled with human kindness. You are so kind, and I doubt that you cannot do this kind of brutal action. And further she says that, wouldst not play false, and yet wouldst wrongly win. Thou wouldst have great Glamis, that which cries, thus thou must do, if thou have it. So she is thinking that you would not adopt any foul means to achieve it, yet you do not mind usurping the throne that does not belong to you. Lord of Glamis, you are aware of that what you are aiming at, but it requires bold, courageous action of murdering the king. And that which rather thou dost fear to do, then wish it should be undone. So, if you want to accomplish your wish, if you want to accomplish your desire, then you have to bold in your action, that I may pour my spirits in thine ear, and chastise with the valour of my tongue all that impedes thee from the golden round, which fate and metaphysical aid doth seem. And she is also thinking that you fear to do it, though you may like to have it done for you. You do not wish that your ambition of becoming the king should remain undone. Come quickly to me, so that I may infuse my spirit into you and away drive away by my bold and fiery words all that checks you from seizing the golden crown which fate and supernatural powers have offered to you. So this is the planning of Lady Macbeth, that when Macbeth will come, she will chastise him with bold words and prepare him to murder King Duncan. Enter a messenger. So at that time, a messenger comes. What is your tiding? So Lady Macbeth asks him, what news have you brought? Messenger, the king comes here tonight. And the messenger gives the message that the king comes tonight in this castle. Lady Macbeth, thou art made to say it. Is not thy master with him? Whoever would have informed for preparation. And Lady Macbeth says that you appear to have gone mad to say so. Is not your master, means Macbeth, coming with the king? He would have informed me so that preparations for welcoming the king could be made. So Lady Macbeth is asking the messenger that is not Macbeth is with King Duncan, and he should come beforehand so that I can manage all the preparations. Messenger, so please you, it is true, our Thane is coming. One of my fellows had the speed of him, who almost dead for breath, had scarcely more than would make up his message. Now the messenger is replying that, excuse me, it is true, our Thane, means Macbeth, is also coming, and one of my companions rode ahead of him, and he has just arrived. He is almost dead for want of breath, and he can hardly speak to deliver the message.